welcome to the latest installment of Paul's Journal. And today is the 15th of September. Big Paulie coming to you, Paul Blum, for 2 more weeks, maybe just a tad less, in Seminole, Florida. I wanted to share a story with you today about Ella, the cat that'll be coming with me. And I know on this channel I do Life with Ella, and I'm going to be putting up the next Life with Ella the first Sunday of October, which I believe will be October 2nd. And I'll probably stop filming stuff on the 27th or 28th for Life with Ella, and then the next episode will be me in Clearwater, knock on wood. But the first day I got Ella was January 16th, a Sunday. And the next day, I was playing with her, and I guess Ella, whoever owned her before I did, didn't get along with her, and she reared back. Ella did, like she was gonna slap me. And I said to Ella, Ella, I always want to be nice to you. I will always treat you nicely. And let's not get into it. Harry, which was my cat when I lived in Pinellas Park, had a bit of a streak in him where if you didn't pay attention to him, he would bite you, and bite you rather, frequently. But Ella is not like that. I said to Ella, I said, I don't know who had you before I did, but let's not be that way. And ever since, Ella and I have gotten along very, very well. So I just wanted to tell you all that story that Ella once tried to hit me, and I just said, don't do that, don't do that. I'm here to be a good friend for you. And now she's my emotional support animal. Talk about how much our pets mean to us. As again, Paulie gets choked up. We're one day closer, moving out. And as I will keep saying, I don't know what happens when I get to HEP onward. Go look at the YouTube videos about the program. It's a very, very good place to be. And I have no misgivings about the fact this is my last chance, but they're going to give me help physically, and I've been having these anxiety disorders, and I really didn't know for many years that I had an anxiety disorder, but since the gymnast at the Tokyo Olympics, Simone Biles, got, I guess the best way you could call it would be stage fright. And she was a leading candidate to win the all-around competition, and she had to back out because she had an anxiety disorder. If you said you had an anxiety disorder 20, 30 years ago, when I probably first started having this, and I have said on the journal beforehand that it's possible that I have Asperger's as well. But I do get anxiety disorders, and they will be able to treat that there. Oh, and that'll be wonderful. And that will be so wonderful. As I see System Mechanic trying to do something on my screen, get the heck out of here. I'm gonna get rid of System Mechanic before I fold up this computer and move it to where I don't know. I'm gonna bring at least one computer along, just in case I could use it there, I could have it, but if not, just store it someplace. And because you can do anything these days on your iPhone too. Although my current iPhone is getting a little old. I will conclude by saying, if you want to donate to the channel, and believe me, with inflation going through the roof here in the United States of America, and probably all over the world, if you can't give, I totally understand. I'm not going to do a Dr. Gene Scott on you. Look that name up. I see his sermons on Roku every once in a while, and it's all centered around getting the church getting your money, and I think you have the right to guard your money the way you want. And of course, it's no longer Jean Scott that's running that church, it's Melissa, and she had a very interesting history back in the 90s that some of you may want to look up before she joined the church and became the leader of the church when Dr. Jean Scott passed away. We got a satellite dish in 1989, and if I remember correctly, and I may not, Dr. Jean Scott was on the same satellite with a service called American Triple Ecstasy. That's right, folks. I think he was on the same satellite as a series of porn channels. And that might be the answer to Dr. Melissa Scott's riddle. But anyway, I'm going to be living next to a church when I go up to Clearwater. And one of the things I've always wanted to do in life is be a churchgoer. And for one reason or another, it's never happened for me. So I think getting closer to God was going to help me out a tremendous deal. And it's an independent church, so me being a Catholic, I will be able to go and not be shunned. Like, you're a Catholic, get out of here. Like that, like that would really happen, right? So anyway, I think I ran a little long today. Oh, I only ran 6 minutes 25 seconds according to OBS. But I really don't have too much to talk about. I'm recording this just before the Rays and Toronto play. And the Rays have been getting hammered. They've lost the first 3 out of 4 games, so they really need a win in this afternoon 3 o'clock game on a Thursday, a getaway day for the Rays. And I think they come home and they have their last homestand. And we're getting close to the end of the season. Would be nice. They were in the running for the first wild card, the number 4 seed. But I think Toronto may have moved ahead of them. But if they could stay on the New York side of the bracket, say they beat Toronto either here or in Toronto, because it's a best of 3, and all the series games will be in one site in the first round with the newfangled playoff system they have now. And if they win that, then they'd probably get the Yankees in round number 2, and that would be a best of 5, and they would have the Rays would have home games. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised, as Dennis Phillips, our ABC 28 weatherman, says all the time, ABC Action News, best weatherman in the Bay Area, if you ask me. Paul Delegato is up there, and Jeff Baradelli is also very, very good, so I'm not knocking anybody. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised, if I could use his phrase, if the Rays beat the Yankees if they were to meet in the playoffs. Don't be shocked if it happens. The batting isn't there right now, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So off to tomorrow, which will be the 16th of September, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to everyday passing. I do not see me going to HEP as something that I have dread in my heart about. I'm seeing this as an opportunity to get well and fix what's broken in my head. And that's kind of the way I look at it. So for now, I will bid you all adieu. Paul Blum saying bye-bye.